Hi guys, Hamster here. I got a piece of gear for you guys. I want to share with you that is something that has helped me tremendously take my shooting to the next level. And I think everyone could definitely benefit from this. And it's this small little item here, but it's small in size, but it's incredibly important and has greatly increased my accuracy and my consistency, which has helped tremendously at longer ranges. And it is an anti-cant device. And this one is made by US Optics. There's a lot of people who make anti-cant devices. The idea is fairly simple. It's basically a level that you can put on your rifle to eliminate cant, and it will greatly increase your consistency and your accuracy. While the idea is simple, the application of that idea varies wildly from manufacturers to, there's quite a few different designs and how to come about this. And I've looked at quite a few different ones, tried several, and I got to say this is the best product out there. These range wildly in quality and in price. These things can go anywhere from $10 to over $100, and you typically do get what you pay for. And in this anti-cant device from US Optics, this is a beautifully machined piece of 6061 T6 aluminum. It's Type 3 hard coat anodized. It mounts onto any Picatinny or Weaver rail. Very simple. It does a few things that other ones don't do. A lot of them mount onto the scope tubes, which is tough to find room on the tube or on the cap. You have to try to level those to the scope. Plus, they're not really as effective when you're, getting down in your shooting position. They're not visible. Now this can mount on the rail either right or left-handed, so it will work with right-handed or left-handed shooters. And the beauty of this is I can pick this up when I'm in my shooting position, and I can see this with my left eye, and while my right eye is on the target on the crosshair, I can see if my rifle is canted or not and make sure my rifle is perfectly level every single shot. And I got to say, this has been a tremendous help and has taken me to the next level. This install is pretty simple. Let me flip it around here. Basically, it clamps onto your rail. It's real simple. There's only a couple of directions. It mounts on the rail, and wherever location is good for you. Like I said, it can be mounted left-handed or right-handed. There is one small thing to calibrate this, and that is when you torque it. You will need a small socket, Allen wrench style. This is either a 4mm or a 5/32 Allen will fit this, and that's all you need to torque it. But it is very important. The only directions that it comes with is you need an inch-pound torque wrench. This needs to be set to 10 inch-pounds. Once it's set to 10 inch-pounds, it is calibrated. And you can also see here on the mounting screw there are some external threads. That is a place for your cap to go. When you're in use, you can store the cap over here so you don't lose it. So it has a place to store the cap while the unit's in use. You can see here that it's undercut, so it will fit under quite a few scopes, even some very low mounted scopes. And then you can see here that it's so easy to pick up with your left eye. When you're in the shooting position, you do not have to break your shooting position. You don't have to move your head to see this. It is visible from your shooting position. It is equipped with a little O-ring here, which gives some tension to this cap. So when it's in the stored position, it holds tension on it so it won't come loose, and it's protected. I know it kind of sticks out a little bit, but it really doesn't stick out much farther than the turrets on the side of the scope for the parallax adjustment. It doesn't really get in the way. US Optic does make another version where this is foldable. I think that's unnecessary. It adds complexity to the unit. It adds $20 to $30 in cost to the unit. The unit is already, like I said, you get what you pay for. It lists for about 80 bucks. It's available from Midway USA for $76. The fact that this is has no moving parts, the simplicity of it, I think increases the reliability of it. I think spending another $20, $30 to have a folding one just adds unnecessary complexity and potential for problem. I don't see a need for this to be able to fold. It really doesn't stick out much farther than anything else on the gun, and it does come with a nice protective cap to protect it when it's not in use. So it's quite simple. Found a location that was really good. I could see it with my eye, torque it to 10 inch-pounds, and it was set. Now some people might want to verify that this is, when this is level, that your reticle is also in line with this. Now you might be tempted to take a small level, place on here some of the cheap plastic levels, a little torpedo level. I did that to see what it would compare to the level on the US Optic. And I gotta say, none of the levels agreed with each other. So that left a question, is this actually truly level? The way it's machined, it looks beautiful, it fits on here. I tended to believe this was level, but I wasn't gonna just go by chance, because all the other cheap plastic levels, which I really don't have a lot of faith in, did not agree with this. So what I did was set a plumb line 50 yards out and use that to check my reticle. So at 50 yards out, I basically took a steel pipe 10 feet tall, put it in the ground, perfectly vertical, perfectly plumb. In my shooting position, I got my reticle on that 10-foot pipe. You can also do this with a rope and a weight, and it's going to need to be something bigger than a string, because the string's going to be hard to pick up. But if you use like a 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch rope with some weight on it, make you a nice plumb line hanging out there. You can check that with your reticle. You can get your reticle perfectly lined up with your plumb line, and then you can look and check the US Optic. I did that, and when the reticle was perfectly level with the plumb line, the US Optic level was level. So this is accurate. Even though you may throw a $3 plastic level on here, this proved to be perfectly level to the reticle. So I checked it with a plumb line at 50 yards, and so I had a nice 10-foot stick, a perfectly vertical pipe. My crosshairs completely on the pipe, top to bottom, and look out of my left eye, and I could see that this was perfectly level. It has a couple nice little lines on it. You can see when this is level. The color of it is really bright. It's easy to pick up. So hopefully the camera can pick that up, but in the shooting position, it's real easy to see. So I think this is something, if you want to take your shooting to the next level, an anti-cant device is something that is a must. It has really taken my shooting up quite a bit. Like I said, the only directions you have to do is find a location that this is good for you and torque it to 10 inch-pounds. That's it. You're done. But I would recommend setting up a plumb line about 50 yards out, checking your reticle, and then checking that, and then you'll know for sure that when you look at that level, that gun is not canted. But that has been a tremendous help. Taking me to the next level was this simple device. Like I said, it retails, it lists for 80. If you shop around, you can find it for 76. It seems like a lot of money, but you're getting a good solid billet piece of aluminum that's hard anodized. It's well thought out. There's a lot of anti-cant devices on the market. Like I said, a lot, anywhere from $10 to over $100. But it's the execution of that idea that's more important. And the execution, I believe in this. I give this 4 out of 4 stars. An outstanding piece of equipment that I think is a must if you're trying to go any kind of distance. You need consistency. To get accuracy, you got to be consistent. That rifle needs to be the same every time. And if it's off just a little bit, you'll never quite achieve what you're looking for in precision and distance. So I've used this in my last 2-day class, and it has helped me so much tremendously from where I was a year ago. And the only real difference has been time and training has helped some, but this piece of equipment has contributed greatly to my success. And like I said, this is made by US Optics. Part number is BBL-100. Like I said, they make a foldable version. I think it's not worth the additional cost and the additional complexity. I think if you keep it simple, keep it rugged, or keep it robust, this does the job, and there's less chance for anything to malfunction on this. It's a solid piece of billet that's just torqued to 10 inch-pounds. So that's from US Optics. It will fit any Picatinny or Weaver rail. Like I said, it can be reversed if you're a lefty or right. Find a location, mount it on the Picatinny rail that you can see it from your shooting position, so you do not have to take your eye off the scope. When you're in your position, you can check your cant with just your left eye. You do not need to change your position. The ones that mount up on the scope caps and mount up on here, you're not going to be able to see that probably from your shooting position. And that means you would have to completely break your position to check your cant on your rifle every time. With just a quick glance of my left eye, I'm able to check and make sure I'm not canted before every single shot. And that has increased my consistency and just drove my accuracy through the roof. So great product from US Optics. Anti-cant device, I think it's something that should be on every precision rifle. It will help take you to the next level. So it's something that's helped me, so I want to share that with you guys. If you're struggling and you haven't been consistent, you've had the accuracy, but you haven't been able to maintain it, and you haven't been able to get that consistency time after time after time, this could be part of the problem, and this will definitely help with that. So, piece of gear to check out. It's definitely worth it. Thanks for watching.